Welcome back to the Reality Lounge, everybody. This is Brother Reality. I have a few questions to answer on this one, so it's going to be rather long. If you don't want to stick around for it, I understand. But it's about 5 questions that I'm going to answer with this one. So with that being said, here we go. Question number 1 is, how do you tell a married man that you are in love with him? To the sister who asked me that question, the only thing I can really say about that is be completely honest, be forthright, be respectful about it, but let him know nonetheless. That's not something you want to hold in. And if you do hold it in, basically you never know what's going to happen with that kind of situation. It could go one or two ways. It is a risk telling that man that, but I'm a firm believer in not holding anything back, not holding anything in. That's just my belief. I truly do believe that. Feelings don't change overnight. So if you can, give it some time, see if you still feel that way, and if you do, let them know. Don't hold it in. Let them know. Question number 2. How do you get past infidelity in a relationship? Speaking from a man's point of view, a man never gets past infidelity. A man never gets over the fact that another guy was with his woman. Women seem to be a little bit more forgiving. I don't know why. I have my suspicions, but women seem to be lighter on infidelity than men. A man can lie, he can front, he can fake, he can make it seem as if it doesn't bother him, but trust me, it flashes through his mind every day. I don't know how many times, but I can guarantee you it goes through his mind every day. Like I said, I can't speak for women. I would have to get a female's opinion on that. Maybe I'll do that. But as for men, and I am a man, so as for me, infidelity is a no-no, it's a no-go, and there is no getting past it, not for somebody like myself. And I think I speak for a lot of men when I say that once you cheat on a man, it's over. Question number 3. How do you regain trust in a relationship? Trust, some people may say that is relative. For me, I'm a guy that believes in loyalty. Trust is good, but I believe in somebody being 100% loyal to you at all times. It's like I said, trust is a relative thing. But how do you regain it? People don't like to talk about this, and people for damn sure don't like to do it. But you gotta go above and beyond to prove yourself all over again. You have to prove yourself. You have to go to extreme measures. The things that you did while you all were courting and trying to get one another's attention and gain one another's trust, you have to do that times 2. You have to do it times 2. When you mess up or you do something in a relationship that you shouldn't do, or you break that trust, it may take years to build that back up. I'm talking years, homie. Years. You didn't gain that person's trust overnight. And now that you've done something to break it, oh man, you have to bend over backwards now. And it can be regained, but it's going to take a while. And you have to understand that it's because of you that it happened. You have to accept it. You can't put it on anybody else. You can't say, well, oh man, this person. Nah, you have to know that the reason the situation is the way it is because of you. Because of you. And you can get it back, but it's going to take a while. Question number 4. What are your views about being truly in love? True love. Hard thing to find. Hard thing to sum up. I'm going to do my best to sum it up with this. Either you understand it or you don't. I hope you do. but I'm gonna give it to you like this. Have you ever been in like harsh, cold weather? I'm talking about cold, cold, cold. Like, even though you're all covered up, you have your gloves on, you got your coat on, you got three pants on, you know, you got your little skull cap on, all that shit, you know. You have all this stuff on, but you're still freezing. And you're just trying to make it home because you know when you get home, oh man, it feels good when you get up in there. You know, you got this cold weather. You walk into that toasty cabin, you know, you feeling good. Being truly in love is like being out in the harsh, cold weather and then walking into your cabin with a fireplace. And as soon as you walk through the door, you instantly feel just, man, this feels so good. That's what true love is to me. That's the best way I can explain it. I can't tell you, you know, I can't go down the bullet point. I can't pull anything out of the clouds. The best thing I can say is, man, when you are cold, when you're freezing, and you walk into that warm cabin, there's no feeling like that. That's what true love is to me. Question number 5. What are your views on marriage? Marriage is sacred, or it should be. Marriage, it means a lot to me, but in this day and age where we're at right now, as a society, marriage is kind of like, it's trivialized. It's a joke now. But my parents have been married for 30 plus years, not without their issues, but they've been married for 30 plus years. So to me, it means something. And growing up, all I saw was my parents together. That was normal for me. Now, in this day and age, I don't know if it's as normal as it used to be. But for a guy like myself, marriage is something that's important, and it's the cornerstone of the black community. You know, the family. Marriage equates family. You know what I'm saying? Because when that child comes into the world, if you two were lucky enough to have a child, then you're creating the foundation for the black community. And it starts with marriage. It starts with marriage. It does. But a lot of people now, when they do get married, I don't feel like they get married for the right reasons. Some people use marriage as they view it as a business decision. I don't look at it that way. I'm not saying, fall in love and be with somebody that's flat broke, can't do anything, but man, it shouldn't be based on, well, we can do this together, so hey, I get it. I know that in other countries that's the way it is. I completely get that. But one day you are going to look up and say, I can't stand this motherfucker. That's what you're going to say. And I know the language is kind of, rough, but I've seen people say that to each other. One day they get up and they say, man, I don't want to be with this person no more, because you never put any real stock into it. You never put that real time into it. You looked at it as a business decision. And then for the people who think that they're in love, man, Stevie Wonder has a song called Make Sure You're Sure. Listen to that song. What he's saying in that song is like, hey, you think you feel this way now. Last night you said you felt the same way. We wake up together, you feel the same way. Would you feel the same way 3 years from now? Make sure you're sure. So I know I went off into some other stuff with this one, but marriage is big. It means something. It should be sacred. And it should be based on love, real love. I'm talking about if you're lucky enough as a man or a woman to marry the same person that you grew up with, man, that's a beautiful thing. The rest of us are just out here taking risk because, we're just hoping that we come across somebody who chooses to accept everything that we bring to the table, even if it's not that much. But I hope I answered your questions. This last one was a bit much, but I hope I made myself clear, and I hope you liked the answers that I gave. All right, family. I'll be getting with y'all soon. This is another one for the Reality Lounge. Peace, family.